Hello everyone, myself Dr. Harisankar Singh. In this video, I will be giving the idea about the potential difference, electric potential due to the point charge, Poisson's and Laplace equations. Here is the outline of this video. First, I will take the potential difference, then electric potential due to the point charge. After that, I will take some example to solve them mathematically, and lastly, I will discuss about the Poisson's and Laplace equations. As discussed in the previous video, the potential difference between point A and B can be expressed as VAV, and this will be equal to minus of integral from A to B E dot dl, and this will be equal to potential at point A minus potential at point B. Here A is the initial point from where charge is to be moved to the point B, that is the final point. Here VAV is negative, there is a loss in potential energy in moving charge Q from point A to B. This implies that work is being done by the field. However, if VAV is negative, there is a gain in potential energy in the movement. In that case, an external agent performs the work. VAV is independent of the path taken. VAV, that means potential difference, has unit joule per coulombs, or you can say it have also the unit volts. The potential at any point is the potential difference between that point and a chosen point, or you can say reference point, at which the potential is zero. Usually it is considered as ground. In other words, if one assumes zero potential at infinity, then the potential at a distance r from the point charge is the work done per unit charge by an external agent in transferring a test charge from infinity to that point. Since we are calculating the potential difference for a point charge, so electric potential E can be written as minus of del V. That means electric potential is equal to minus of gradient of V. Here the minus sign signifies that the direction of electric field is opposite to the direction in which potential V increases. That is, E is directed from higher to lower level of potential. So we know that for the point charge, potential is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. So we will find the gradient of Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. So we will differentiate with respect to R. So we can write minus of del by del R Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R AR, and rest of the component is 0. So electric field will be Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square AR. As we have already calculated that the electric field due to the point charge, which was Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Hence we can say that the relation between electric field and potential we have here, that is E is equal to minus of del V, is correct. You can see these two figures. In one figure, the potential is plotted for the positive charge and the second figure is plotted for the negative charge. Note that electric potential increases as we get closer to the point charge if the charge is located at the origin. It appears that we have mountain of electric potential. Electric potential in the positive half, that means upper half, if the positive charge is placed at the origin, and below, that means negative potential if the negative charge is placed at the origin. So here it is proved that E is equal to minus del V, that is the relation between electric field and potential, is another tool to calculate the electric field apart from Coulomb's law and Gauss law. E can be calculated if scalar function V is known. So here I have taken one example in which scalar function V is given, so we have to calculate the electric field. Here V is given that rho square z plus 1 sine phi. So V is given basically in the cylindrical coordinate system, and we know the relation between electric field and potential as E is equal to minus of del V. That means minus of gradient V. And in the cylindrical coordinate system, we know that the gradient of V can be written as del V by del rho A rho plus 1 by rho del V by del phi A phi plus del V by del Z AZ. After putting the value of V and differentiate with respect to rho, phi and z, then finally we have the value of electric field. So finally here we have calculated the electric field for the given scalar function V, that will be equal to minus of 2 rho z plus 1 sin phi a rho minus rho z plus 1 cos phi a phi minus rho square sin phi a z, where a rho, a phi, a z are unit vectors. And in the second question, scalar function V is given e to the power minus r sin theta cos 2 phi. So again we know the relation between E and V. That means E is equal to minus of del V. So gradient of V in the spherical coordinate system is given as del V by del R AR plus 1 by R del V by del theta A theta plus 1 by R sin theta del V by del phi A phi. Similarly, we can put the value of V and differentiate with respect to R, theta and phi. Then we will get E. And finally here E is calculated as e to the power minus r sin theta cos 2 phi AR minus 1 by r e to the power minus r cos theta cos 2 phi A theta plus 2 e to the power minus r by r sin 2 phi A phi. Now I will be giving the details of Poisson and Laplace equation. Poisson and Laplace equation are easily derived from the Gauss law and relation between electric field and potential. So from the Gauss law, we know del dot E is equal to rho V by epsilon naught. And relation between E and V is given here. E is equal to minus of del V. So after putting the value of E into the Gauss law, we will have del dot del V is equal to minus rho V by epsilon naught. So gradient of divergence of V will be written as del square V. And in the Cartesian coordinate system, it will be equal to del square V by del x square plus del square V by del y square plus del square V by del z square, and this will be equal to minus of rho V by epsilon naught. And this equation is basically called as Poisson equation. If the medium under consideration contains no charge, that means rho V will be 0. In that case, we will have del square V is equal to 0, and this equation is normally called as Laplace equation. Laplace equation is of primary importance in solving electrostatics problem involving a set of coordinates maintained at different potentials, such as problem including capacitors and vacuum tubes. Laplace and Poisson equation are not only useful in solving electrostatic field problem, they are used in various other field problems. V could be interpreted as magnetic potential in the magnetostatics, as temperature in heat conduction, and stress function in fluid flow. Thank you for watching this video.